DrillFreak Nation, welcome back to our golf video blog series where it's all things relevant to golf. In today's episode, we have a gentleman, a very good amateur player by the name of Mark Bartkowski. And this guy, on Father's Day in a member guest tournament here in the greater part of northeastern Pennsylvania at our very prestigious golf course, had not only one hole-in-one, but he had two hole-in-ones in two different rounds on the same day on the same hole. So let's sit back, let's take a look, and I want you to really pay attention because there's a cool backstory, something about the feather, and I think you're going to enjoy this episode. So sit back and relax. DrillFreak Nation, here we go. DrillFreak Nation, welcome back. Mark, I welcome you big time. Mark Bartkowski here to our DrillFreak video blog. And one of the things, Mark, before we get started, you're holding the club. I just spoke about it, the two hole-in-ones. This is the club right here, right?
This is the one, the A-wedge.
A-wedge, nice. So to get right into it, I know it's exciting to have a hole-in-one, but I've seen people who literally, Mark, have walked off the course or were so excited that they couldn't play the remaining round. Give me an insight. You have the first of the two. Okay, how did you feel after the hole-in-one?
Well, honestly, since we couldn't see the actual ball going in the hole, and a lot of people say, did you see it go in the hole? Did you see it go in the hole? Now I know why they ask it, because my first one did go, we were able to see it. This one I couldn't see, so I had to rely on the people that were watching on the next tee box.
Gotcha. But and then still, it's exciting. You get there, and then you're going to move into the next hole. How were your nerves?
I was surprisingly calm.
Oh, okay.
Surprisingly calm.
And remember, folks, too, back home, this is not just a casual out, playing with the guys.
Right.
This is a member guest. At Honesdale Country Club. Art Wall. Now,
Art
comes
Wall.
to mind, right?
1959
Right.
Masters champion.
And that was his home, right there.
Correct.
So it was a great track, a great place. So this wasn't just a walk in the park.
Right.
So the second hole-in-one is coming in the second. So there's two 18-hole rounds being played that day.
Correct.
So you and your partner, member guest. So now you're going to go out in the afternoon, and you come upon again. Here comes that hole, that par 3. What's your thoughts leading into that?
Well, I did think about the hole-in-one. I did follow my routine, though. I did start walking up with the shooter to see how far it was, and I'm like, what am I doing? My partner said, you just had a hole-in-one. It's the same club, the same distance. And we laughed and everything, and he said to me, you think you have another one in you? And I said, well, we'll give it a shot and see what happens. And it wasn't exactly the same kind of shot, and I really didn't think it was going to be the second one, but it did take the bounce, and it did take the slope. And once again, the guys on the other tee got to see it go in, and we didn't.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. And one of them was a good friend of mine,
yes.
Dave Weber. Yes,
Dave.
That was awesome. So your playing partner?
My playing partner is Don Stanton.
Right. So you guys played well, right? You ended up in your first flight?
First flight, we were in the finals.
Finals. Awesome.
And we were outplayed, but that one, the hole-in-one, put us ahead by 1.
Gotcha.
So.
Well, we got more. Now, before we come back, though, I have to ask you, there's a question here, and I've heard about this, the rumors going all over the place about a feather. So I want to know the backstory. And folks at home, wait till you hear this. This is a pretty cool story. We'll be right back. Welcome back, DrillFreak Nation. Again, we got Mark Bartkowski here right now. And Mark, I got to tell you, I've been hearing about this story. It's a cool backstory. Wait till you guys hear this. What is the deal with the feather?
The feather. Well, you're putting me on the spot because I didn't want to tell too many people this, but about a month or so ago, I did read or hear about this feather to try something. When you're on the golf course, if you see a feather, you're supposed to stick it in the ground. And I'm like,
planting a feather.
You're putting the feather in the ground, and the idea is you're planting birdies. So I tried it at least several times now, and it has worked. At least, if not the next hole, within the next 2 or 3 holes, you're almost guaranteed to have a birdie.
And in this case,
or better,
right?
Or better,
because tell me, you had the birdie on 12. This is the second after you planted it.
I planted this feather on 12, along with my playing partner, because I wanted to show him too. He's a 21-year-old, give him something to go on.
Right.
And I showed him what to do, and he said, I'll try anything. So he stuck the feather in the ground on the 12th hole, which is a short hole, par 4, but we did both birdie it. And coming into the 13th hole, the hole-in-one hole, my partner said, don't be giving away too much information. And I explained to him that it's okay, like even if we lose and the kid starts making birdies because of the feather trick that I showed him, that would make me happy. So I feel like I got paid back double for that second hole-in-one.
For the second hole-in-one. So for viewers back home, you want to have 2 hole-in-ones in one day in 2 different rounds at the same course on the same hole.
Same hole.
Same hole. You got to plant that feather. You got to start planting that feather for birdies and hole-in-ones. Mark, that's a great story. That's a cool story. Listen, I'm not going to let you go away real quick because I want to bring you back in. We're going to do our lightning round right now. And speaking of lightning, Mark, it does strike twice in your case because you had 2 hole-in-ones.
You can't beat that.
Got it. In
Good
the same
feeling.
day. In the same day. Drill Freak Nation, we'll be right back. Welcome back, Mark. It's time for the lightning round. So we're looking at maybe 1 or 2 word answers right now. So, hole-in-one. How much did you get in the pot?
$350.
Nice. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And what did it cost you in drinks?
In drinks, $150.
Nice. Pro V1, Pro V1X.
The first one was the X. The second one was the regular Pro V.
Oh, nice, 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 nice.
Number 2.
Number 2. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Next question here. I'm going to throw you a little bit of a curveball. Chocolate or vanilla?
Definitely vanilla.
Okay, good, 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 good. And one last one we want to talk about here is best part of your game?
Best part is my driver.
Nice, nice. Now, this is a bonus question here. As I said to you early in the intro, we're talking about 2 brothers, very athletic brothers growing up in our area, very good amateur players. He's got another brother by the name of Mike who plays golf as well. And, you know, I have to ask you this question. Now, I know your brother is about to retire. And
He did retire.
He did retire. Okay, so he did retire. Who's the better golfer in the family?
That one is simple. It all depends.
Okay, that's a safe answer. So Mike is now at home watching. Say, good answer, bro.
Good answer.
Good answer, bro. Drill Freak Nation, we hope you enjoyed this segment here with Mark Bartkowski and his hole-in-ones. So the feather story by far is...
I hope it works for everyone. Let us know.
I love it.
Let us know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, comment. Don't forget, guys, like you always do, comment. And we always enjoy your insight and your emails for questions. That's the best way we get our topics. So keep those things coming. Drill Freak Nation, we love you guys. Peace and love, and we will catch you guys again at our next video golf blog series.